This drum group is made up of students and dancers. The student dancers and singers and drummers are part of the Great Falls Public School Indian Education Department. And so we have students here today who are from North Middle School, East Middle School, CMR High School, Great Falls High School, and Longfellow Elementary School, and West Elementary School. So what we're going to do today to help you celebrate Native American Week is that the students are going to do some singing, and our dancers are going to do some dancing. And we're going to tell you a little bit about our drum and a little bit about their dancing as we go through the program this afternoon. So I hope you find it interesting. I hope you enjoy it. These kids love to sing. If you have questions, we'll be here for a few minutes after. Please feel free to ask them questions. Some of them have been singing for a week, and some of them have been singing for a couple of years. And they work with a group of advisors. We have Dr. Russell Boham, who is our drum keeper, who helps the students understand how we take care of this drum and our drumsticks, and is kind of our cultural advisor. We have Georgianne Fish, who helps us with the East Middle School group. Jolena Hitchman, who helps us with anywhere we need her. She kind of goes to all the drum groups. Michelle Mitchell, who helps us at Great Falls High and CMR. We have Linnea Hairston, who will be helping us at North. And then we have TJ, who helps us wherever we need to help us too. And Sandy, which she's not standing here, so I didn't see her. Sandy Hool, who works with the young kids at West, Whittier, and Longfellow. But she's the one who helps get these young dancers ready and gets them to all the places where they're going to be. And some of them are very experienced dancers, and some of them are just learning. But I think you'll find that they love what they do, and they're really happy to be able to have this opportunity to share with you today. I'd also like to acknowledge Misty, who I missed. She was standing behind Michelle. And Misty also helps us out wherever she can. And then one of the parents that's here today, and there's some more over here, who always help us get our kids from point A to point B, and we really rely on them a lot. And then we'd like to say hello to Tammy Lacey, who is our superintendent for Great Falls Public Schools. And she's always a great supporter of the activities that we do. And so we'd like to thank Dawn and Joe for having us out here today. And what we're going to do, and Kim is over here. See, these guys hide from me. So she's also a big help. So what we're going to do first is we're going to have our young ladies, our jingle and our fancy dancers, if you would come out, the girls. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about the dances that you're going to see here. These are our fancy dance girls and our jingle girls. And I'm going to start talking about our fancy dance girls first. They're the young ladies with the shawls. Can you girls kind of raise up your shawls so they can all see who you are? These are my fancy dancers. So these young ladies, their dance is a story. It's a representation of a butterfly. So when you see them dancing, they don't make a lot of noise. They're Their shawls move kind of like the wings of a butterfly. And the story is from a dream. And a young girl who was having a rough time, and she had to go within inside of herself, and when she came out, she was a beautiful butterfly. And so that's the dance that these young ladies are going to, you'll see them dancing today. The other group of young ladies are what we call jingle dress dancers. And if you notice, they have little cones on their dresses. When they dance, there are people that say those cones kind of remind them of water. I don't know if it does or not. It depends on the different people. But this is a dress that came from the Ojibwe people up in Minnesota and a little bit in Canada. But there are Ojibwe people here in Great Falls, the Little Shell Chippewa people. And then there are also Ojibwe people at the Chippewa Cree Reservation, just north of us. So that dress was a medicine dress. It came as part of a dream. And what happened was, there was a young girl and she was really, really sick, and her grandfather was praying. He wanted her to get well. And he prayed and prayed, but she just kept getting more and more sick. So he had a dream, and in the dream he was told to make this dress with these cones on it. And that he would make this dress, and then he would put it on his granddaughter, and then she would dance in that dress, and then she would be well. And not only would she be well, but that it would help to heal community as well. So he did that. He prayed and he made the dress. And the girl came and she started to dance. And her first few steps were struggling. She wasn't very healthy, and so she kind of shuffled around. But as she kept dancing, she got stronger and stronger. And so that is the medicine story. There is a medicine society that still exists for jingle dress dancers, but today you'll see that a lot of people are sharing the wearing of these dresses. The traditional jingle dress dance, there's not a lot of fancy movement like you're going to see with our fancy shawl dancers. The dance keeps their feet kind of close to the ground. They will dance in sort of like a zigzag pattern, and the reason that they do that is because your life isn't a straight path, and so their dance isn't a straight path either. And so enjoy their dance. You are free to take pictures if you choose, and I'd also like to say that I just saw Tom Moore here, who is our assistant superintendent, so we'd like to say hello to him. And with that, young ladies, are you ready?
Yeah.
It's made from alkite, and this drum represents the heartbeat of our people. We consider the drum to be a living being of its own. And so we have protocols that we need to do to take care of this drum, because we believe if we kind of take care of it, it will take care of us. And so there's things that we do with this drum. We don't use it like a table. We don't play with it when we're not singing. And the way that it works is when we are all together like this, the goal is to sing all together. We don't have harmony, those kinds of things. It's all about singing in unison together. And so because of the way the hide moves, if anybody around the circle isn't on drum beat, it'll throw off the person on the other side of the drum. So we all have to focus and be a really good team. When you think about this drum, when we start to sing with it, and then we breathe the song, so we give our song that air that makes it kind of come to life, and then that drum beat helps it, and then the dancers' dances can happen. So that's why it's considered to be a living thing of its own, because it helps create everything that's going on around here. This is a drum group that's made up of males and females, but some of our tribes in Montana, girls would not sit and drum at the drum, only men would, but other tribes, it's okay to do that, and because we're an intertribal group, we know. But we do ask families to let their students know what their preference is for how they'd like their students to participate, and we honor that diversity among the tribes in Montana. So what we're going to do right now is we're just going to sing a song, then we're going to stop and we'll bring out our next group of dancers. And so we'll get ready here.
You guys want to sing with them? You may. Would you like to stand up here or sit down? Further off. Further off.
Okay, can we have our grass dancers come out? Yeah.
Okay, spread out. Spread out. Come
Yeah, it's kind of traditional. His outfit's
Okay, so I want to tell you what we have here. The grass dancers are the ones that are, can I have my grass dancers raise your hands up? Okay, so guys, this dance also comes from Canada and the Minnesota area. It's a dance that comes from the Ojibwe and the Cree people. And what they're doing is they're imitating the movements that they have, and the reason for the yarn is it kind of imitates what you would see the grass on the prairie, how it moves. And so when we traveled around, we'd get together in different places and we'd have big celebrations and we'd dance and we'd eat and have a great time. But prairie grass is kind of long and pokey, so you don't want to dance in that. And, you know, we didn't have weed whackers and lawnmowers. So what would happen is these young men would come out and they would dance, and their foot movements would lay that grass over. And so it would just lay it down, and then they would get it all smoothed out so that it was ready for everybody to dance on. And then when we left, the grass could still continue to live because it wasn't damaged. So that's what these young grass dancers do. Today there is a grass dance society, and there are a lot of young men who participate in that. And one of the things that they do today is symbolically and actually, they will come into a dance area and provide a blessing for everybody before the entire gathering takes place. So they still hold an important role in our society today. We also have a little boy over here, if you see him, he's got a feather headdress on. That's called a mandan headdress. And he's a little boy traditional dancer. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, he's in kindergarten. Is that right, Mama?
Yeah.
Okay, he's in kindergarten.
What's that?
And he is also a singer, but today he's going to dance. And it's a little intimidating for him to get her all by himself, so he's going to dance with the grass dancers today. And so you'll see his movements are a little bit different. But with that, we'll get started with the grass dance. about the drums and these songs. These songs are not written down, they're not in a songbook. Most of them don't have names. The way that people learn these songs and the way that that they're passed on is just like this. Somebody has to teach them to you. And then you have to be able to remember them. There are songs for everything. There are songs to get up in the morning. There are songs to travel. There are songs for celebration. There are songs for sadness. And there are songs for falling in love. So, the way the song works is that the way that everybody knows what song it's going to be is you heard that first part of the song, there's somebody singing a little bit by themselves. We call that the lead. That's how the rest of the singers know what the song's going to be. Then everybody jumps in. That's called the second. And then we sing, and then you hear kind of 3 loud beats. Those are called our heartbeats or auto beats. That lets us know we're through one first part of the round. We'll sing that 4 times, and that makes a whole song. So the job of the person that picks the songs is they have to remember, kind of like a jukebox in their brain or a CD. What's the song that goes for this? Click, 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 click. Oh, there it is. So I would guess that these students don't even realize it. They have 15 or so songs in their brain, but they haven't sang long enough yet to where they can just remember and recall them. But as long as they keep singing, pretty soon they will. So that's how these songs work. The students, we have one more thing that we'd like to dance, and then they have another song they'd like to sing. So all my dancers, if you would come out, and my folks kind of in the back of the drum, if you would help out, and we're going to ask all of you to come up and join us, and we're going to do a round dance. And a round dance is a dance of friendship. And it's fun. we're going to sing the kids' favorite song. My dancers, if you would please follow Sandy. Here. This next song that we're going to sing is a non-traditional song. It's a song that we call a jingle. And what it does is if you listen to it, it has some stops and starts, and the dancers tell a story of their hunting and their process with this song. So we'll get started here in just a minute. We just need to get these kids kind of organized a little bit over here. We're going to hold on 1 second because they're going to start serving the food, so we're going to have to just have first.
To be in this lifetime, just breathe. We're thankful for this life we have. We ask Grandfather that you help us. In every way, Grandfather, remember that we need your help. And help us, Grandfather, by putting a special blessing on all those who are ill today. For all those that are in harm's way on behalf of this country, Grandfather, that you watch out after them. We ask Grandfather to put a blessing on this food, Grandfather, as it nourishes our body, that we use that strength that we gain to become better people, Grandfather. We ask Grandfather to help us to remember that it's not only food that nourishes us, but spirit as well. We ask Grandfather that you watch out after those that are traveling today, Grandfather, that they have a safe journey and that they return home and find them good news. Be blessed.
interview with us. And like I said, if you have questions, please compliment a couple of the kids.